Hello, my friend. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build a nurturing sequence in your email marketing so that anytime someone joins your list, you've done the hard work of acquiring a new lead into your system, you'll be able to automatically hit them up with music and all sorts of highlights in your music career over the course of months. What this does is set the whole nurturing part of the artist to fan relationship on autopilot. And it also makes sure that you have a little bit of leeway. So when someone joins your list, you don't have to worry about sending them an email every week or every month. It's going to be happening automatically for you. And if you want to learn a little bit more about this, there'll be a link in the description below to the email marketing jumpstart worksheet that'll help you along with the process of really setting up the email marketing systems for your music career. So with that said, let's jump on into this. After we are done with the welcome sequence, the next step is going to be the nurturing sequence. So check this freaking out on the right-hand side. So this is an example of a nurturing sequence that I've built out. So you can do just several emails over the course of your nurturing sequence. And so what you want to do first is, it'd be nice if that could go away, but that's fine. You can decide, there it is. You can decide, first you want to decide on a frequency of how many emails you want to send out per week. This is going to be something like 1 to 5 emails per week seems to be a good cadence. When you're first starting off, it's going to be best to just keep it at 1 per week because you can always go back to this nurturing sequence and add in additional emails. So start small, get the stuff built out first, and just focus on getting done better. Done more than perfect is what you want to go for here. The second step is you're going to want to pick 3 to 5 repeatable content types. So this is going to help it make it a lot easier for you to decide what you're going to be writing in these emails and how you're going to be putting it all together. So some examples are you can have a content type of there's going to be an email that you send out that includes a Spotify single or an EP or an album that you're going to be focusing on. So this way you're automatically sending out traffic over to your Spotify for individual songs that you want to increase the streams for, or try to trigger the Discover Weekly or radio algorithm with. This could also be a content type of if you have a bunch of different Spotify playlists. So the idea is you'd be sending out 1 week would be a Spotify single, the second week would be a Spotify playlist. So you're kind of keeping it fresh. If you have music on Bandcamp where you want to actually sell the music, or include like a pay what you can offer, that could be another content type that you mix in as well. Cornerstone social media content is another one. So say if you had a post about you got signed to a label, or say you had a post about some huge milestone that happened, you can include emails about that, kind of talking about it a little bit and then sending them over to social media. So then it's kind of nurturing the relationship, having them learn a bit more about you, as well as moving them over to your social media so that you can increase your social media engagement as well. Oops. Sorry about that. And then, there it is. And then in addition to that, oh, come on. Okay, we'll let that guy just spin around there. In addition to that, other content types could be paid offers, which is super important. So trying to actually make sure that you include some where you're going to try to actually generate some revenue from this. And then performance videos is another one. So if you have stuff on YouTube and you, particularly if you're trying to play live a bunch and you want to let people know that you play shows, that's really powerful. In addition to that, any interviews you might have done. And then something that I recommend always adding in is something like friend or networking content. And so this could be every couple emails you send out. Every once in a while, you might send an email to a collaborator that you are working with to share some love. Of for example, if there's like a label or a channel or an artist that you would like to get friends with, you could send an email sending them over to some of their content, and particularly say something in that email like, hey, don't forget to say that Best Friends Club sent you. So that way they might see like, oh, wow, this person's actually supporting me and bringing people over, which can help with all that kind of nice networking stuff. And then lastly, what you're going to want to do is actually set it up. So what we'll do next is we're going to move back over to the worksheet. And over here is where I'd recommend taking some time to come up with some different content types, as well as real examples for how you actually might populate the content for each. So for example, I think one that everyone will probably want to do is you want to have Spotify singles that you're going to send some traffic over to Spotify automatically with your nurturing sequence. And so for this, I would actually take the time to write out some of your actual songs or the ones that you want to get traffic over to. And you can go ahead and list out as many as you need to. Something else that you might want to do is something different. I recommend some kind of paid offers. So in my example, I have a free plus shipping offer that I can send. I have pay what you can Bandcamp releases. and you can go ahead and throw in as many paid offers as you can, and then basically just go through this process. At least get 2 or 3, 4 or 5 if you can, of these different content types so that we can actually start building out the nurturing sequence. So with that said, we'll go ahead and now move back into MailerLite. And I just want to quickly show you what it would look like to create one of these nurturing sequence. So if we go over to new automation, we're going to go start from scratch. We're going to call this nurturing sequence. And so now that you have all your content types out, what you're going to want to do is set up a workflow trigger. This would be when subscriber joins group. We want that to be nurturing sequence. Boom. And that way, when someone joins that group, they'll join this. If you recall in that welcome sequence, what we did was we had it so they're going to move out right away. So something I'd recommend starting with is you press the delay. And what you can actually do is you can wait till a specific day of the week. So I think it makes sense to kind of start off some of these on Mondays. So what you can do is set the time. Usually 10 a.m. is a good idea. So now when they join this sequence, they're going to wait until Monday at 10 a.m. and then send out that first email. So then what you're going to do is type an email, and this might be content type 1, song 1, and then go through the SVO method to create an email for it, and then come up with a subject line, save it. And then what you can do is then just keep going through this process of then setting up a delay. You can say week, or what you want to do, specific day of the week, and then again choose Monday. Let's say at that 10 a.m. time. And then once again, you can go ahead, jump in here, and then do the content type 1, song 2. Go through this whole process, get all these done. And you can go through the content type 1, just doing 1 per week for, I would go for at least 2 to 3 months if you can. And then you can also change it up if you want to do different content types on those Mondays. But then also, once you have this set up, you can always go back. And let's say this is the first week of content. So they wait till the current day of the week is Monday, then they get that song type. In between this one is where they'd wait till Monday again, you can just jump in here, say delay, and you can say wait until specific day of the week. Instead of Monday, we'll just do Wednesday. Then you can add in an additional content type right here. So this way you can kind of slowly build this out, but also get this set up as quickly as possible at the same time. So this is how I'd recommend creating your nurturing sequence. Now with that said, let's move back to the presentation. And that would actually conclude all of the kind of setting up the ecosystem. So you're going to have your welcome sequence, you're going to have your nurturing sequence. And once these are all set up nicely, give yourself, at least a week or so to get all this together. It can take a little bit of time to plan it. It won't be too hard. I think the templates that I have set up here will help quite a bit, but it can take a little bit of time to start getting all of that prepared nicely in terms of the nurturing sequence. Getting all those emails can take a little bit of time. Hello again, my friend. Hopefully now you have a solid understanding of how to build a nurturing sequence in your email marketing system. And again, if you want to check out the Email Marketing Jumpstart worksheet, it's completely free. The link is in the description below, and it'll help you along with this whole process of getting all of the email marketing stuff set up in your music career. So with that said, hopefully you found this video useful and all that good stuff. And if you did, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video, my friend. Have a good one.